The Michael Berry Show.
Joe writes, Czar, it is not my nature to comment on show sponsors, but I just feel the need to reach out to you. My business partner and I have gone back and forth with providing some type of health care for our employees, but we could never make it work within our financial margins. I hear you talking about Next Level on your show, and so I made the call. I have to tell you, we could not be happier with the level of service we have received. After numerous visits from our employees, as well as firsthand from myself, I am shocked at the quality of care and attention from a healthcare provider. Keep up the good work, Next Level, and hopefully grow and show the rest of the healthcare industry how to run a business. Respectfully, Joe Kinney, Concrete Raising Group. So, I don't know how many of you will remember this, but about 2 years ago, I found an article in the Houston Business Journal about a woman named Juliette Breeze. And she decided that she wanted to open a urgent care facility. So I talked to this woman, Juliette Breeze. She's got this urgent care clinic. And she says, I want to tell you, I don't know about this when we start the conversation. I want to tell you about our membership plan. I'm a big one for subscription models. Because if you can get everybody to give you just a couple of dollars a month, every month when they need you and when they don't, you can have the revenues to do things that you could never do on a transactional basis. So I have her on for quite a while, and I ask her to explain the membership model. And she says, well, look at it like this. We've got all this equipment and all this staff, and we're sitting around, and most of the time there's nobody here. And we've got these clinics all over, and the only time anybody comes in is for that brief moment in time when they have an urgent care need. The rest of the time, we're just sitting around. So in order to compress the cost, to push the cost down for the urgent care visit, what we want to do is put people on a membership plan. Well, this is not insurance, because insurance is where you pay a financial institution, and then they tell you where you can go. Then they go and negotiate with the healthcare provider. And then when you have an injury or have a health need, you go to the healthcare provider, and the healthcare provider tells you the insurance company won't pay for this and they won't pay for this. And even the things they will pay for, you get your health care, and then for the next year, they harass you. You get all these letters. And the only thing worse than being in a car accident is the year afterwards when you get these letters. You don't know which ones you got to pay, which ones they're going to cover. You call and wait on hold. They don't put their nicest employee on this. So this Juliette Breeze, this doctor, came up with this idea. We've got all the equipment. We're an urgent care facility. If someone's willing to pay rather than wait forever at the emergency room, which means you cut out all the riffraff, they can walk right in the door and be seen right off. Holy wow. That's genius. Well, what about the fact, as she figured out, that you got all these companies that have employees that need, forget the word insurance. They and their family members need the comfort, the peace of mind of knowing that when I need a flu shot or I have a cut or a wound or a high fever, I can walk right in and be seen immediately. So I said, you should sponsor my show. Now, I don't do sales. I don't go out looking for show sponsors. But when I see something I believe in that I know our listeners are going to want and use and appreciate, I know I'm going to get thank you notes like this. This week, Matt Bryce owns Federal American Grill. He said, hey, he just opened a new location. He's been focused on that. It's in Arizona. He's got back. He said, hey, I want to take you up on the company you told me about that does the membership plan. So he met with Juliette Breeze, Next Level, because I think for him, it's going to be $75 a month per employee. He's got hundreds of employees. But retention is the toughest part about the hospitality industry today. It's very hard to retain employees in that industry. If you got a good waiter, they're going to get hired as an assistant manager somewhere else. You got a good assistant manager, they're going to get hired as a manager over there. Other than Johnny Caraba, I've never seen anybody able to retain employees like this over a long period of time the way he does, and he makes it family and gives them paid vacation. Anyway, Matt meets with him and calls me last night, and he said, "Why did I not do this years ago?" I don't know. I told you to do it years ago. For $75 an employee, they and their family members have the peace of mind. Anyway, if you want to talk to this next level, folks, email me and I'll connect you with their owner. It's a great deal, and it's good business.